Okay, today we're going to talk protein. Most people not get enough protein, they hardly get any. The typical standard meal plans of people are like we did in the last video, toast for breakfast, no protein. Grab a donut, no protein. A meal deal, minimal protein. You understand. Then we get home and we have a chicken breast or something and then get about 25-30 grams in. So I'm going to show you today how I get my protein in really simply, because this is exactly what I've eaten today. I'm going to show you exactly what I've eaten and the protein breakdown. Because don't forget, when you're currently having virtually no protein, we don't want 187.5 grams. We just need a bit more protein. It's the next level stuff. We need a bit more. And then down the line, we can look at it a bit more. But this is what I eat typically in a day. So this morning, I had one of those thin steaks, which I'd already pre-cooked with veg. Little thin steaks that come in from Aldi's and Lidl's. One of those. And all I did, put it in the pan with 3 eggs. That was it. Then that came to 21 grams and 20 grams. So about 40 grams in total. Again, it took me 3 minutes to cook. And with that, I had some frozen apples I bunged in the microwave with a scoop of whey protein mixed in. So that gave me my first meal, which for me today was about 10:45. That gave me 61 grams of protein. Really simple, really quick, and I'm off to a flying start. Easy, easy. Okay, next up then, I had a tub of cottage cheese. Again, Lidl's simple stuff, it's called Simply. That there is 33 grams of protein, and I added a little bit of honey with that, just to flavour it up a touch. That was it. That's 33 grams. Already now I'm up to 90 odd grams of protein by doing something. I have hardly cooked a thing. So what did I have then? I've eaten them, so I can't show you. I had a turkey breast, again, pre-cooked in one of those glass containers with veg. Done. I warmed that up. That was 35 grams of protein. One decent turkey breast is 35 grams of protein. Again, super simple. I'm already up now to 130 odd grams of protein. Okay, tonight then, for food, I've just made a bolognese. That is just 5% lean mince beef. That is it, with tomatoes and onions and celery and all sorts of stuff in it. But it's lean mince, So a medium portion of that comes to 31 grams. So say 30 grams of protein, okay? Lovely. And then after that, I make my own ice cream style thing. I've got a Ninja Creamy, and they are fantastic, by the way. But all I do is half a tub of Greek yogurt, which is 20 grams of protein, another scoop of whey protein, which is 20 grams, which is another 40 grams. So all in all, today, I'm going to have 220 grams. And I've hardly cooked a thing. Now, if you don't want or like whey protein, even if I took that out, I'm still hitting round about 180 grams of protein with the rest of the food. And if you see, I've hardly cooked a thing. Really simple, really easy, minimal fuss, how simple it is to get protein in. Now, why is protein important? Of course, protein supports our muscle building. That's what we need it for. It's also the food group that fills us up. It makes us feel full. So by default, we're not going to go looking for other stuff, the donuts, the biscuits, the cakes, because we're full. Brilliant, win-win. In another video, I'll go through a bit more the finities of protein, but that's the strand of it. That's the basics. At our level, that is why we need the protein. So that is my day of eating, really simply. And that is exactly what I've eaten today and will eat for the rest of the day. Some other ideas I've got, which I use on a regular basis. Okay, some other things. I do have the occasional protein bar, okay? 20 grams of protein. Now I'm a big fan of these prawns, cooked prawns. Now, half a bag of those, calorie-wise, they're virtually nothing. So half a bag of prawns, we are looking at 30 grams of protein. in those. Half a bag, 30 grams. Tins of, this is mackerel, the small tins, that's got 15 grams. Again, we haven't got to do anything to it. Just open it, eat it. In my previous life, I used to keep them in my locker in work, in the office. And if I was hungry or if I hadn't prepared food, you know, bosh, out would come one of those. Tins of tuna, again, easy, 15 grams of protein. And I always add sauce or something to it, because otherwise tuna is just plain tasting. And salmon, each one of those is 25 grams of protein. Again, in the air fryer, pre-cooked veg, add some rice, you're off and running. That is pretty much what I eat. You know, if I have a steak, maybe, you know, in the evenings, that again adds up to 25 to 30 grams of protein, depends on the size of it. But that's it. That's how simple, that's how easy, that's how quick we can get the protein in. We don't have to live on meal deals, grabbing toast, grabbing stuff. Toast takes longer to cook than I did my eggs this morning. You know, that's it. That's how simple it can be. Because as much as I love eating healthy, as much as I love the lifestyle, I'm not willing to spend hours and hours and hours in the kitchen. So this is what I eat, and these are some options to keep it simple, keep it easy, to get enough protein in. Implement some of these and you're off and running. In a future video, we will go through a little bit more finities of it, but at a base level, that is how we get our protein in. Quite simple, really. Thanks for watching. If you've got any more ideas you need, any subjects you want me to cover, just drop me a message. Drop me a message anyway, because I love it and I'll answer. There we go, protein. Let's go. Let's go.